You're locked onto the frequency with Shalisha K, unlocking the past, present, and future of house.
Hello, and welcome back to The Frequency, the show unlocking the past, present, and future of house. It's me, Shalisha K, here to guide you through the next 2 hours with a packed lineup of good music, good vibes, and conversation. Today we have Laura Toksvig joining us in the studio today for our Artist Hot Seat, and also taking over the reins with this week's big mix, serving all things from melodic tech to groovy tech house, which I believe is on the cards today. We will also be getting an inside look into what's coming up for her, as well as a breakdown of her views and experience as a fellow woman in music. Of course, we'll be doing the frequency, what the frequency does best, by putting new music on your radar with the fresh new releases from Sean Owen, Coco and Breezy, and an Afro House trendsetter, Amimi. As always, I'd love to hear from you, so please feel free to DM us on @thefrequency.fm or send us a text on 07427 000 944 to get involved. Tell me where you are, where you're listening from, what tunes you're loving, and also if you fancy seeing what we're doing in the studio, we are also live on TikTok and you can take a peek via the Select Radio account. We're kicking off the show with something new. It's currently sat at number 2 on Beatport, an ultimate remix on the classic Jocelyn Brown 1984 hit, Somebody Else's Guy. This is the one, the only Jocelyn Brown featuring Chloe Calliet, Luke Alessi, and of course Jocelyn Brown. Enjoy and let's get into it.
You are the one who
Listening to The Frequency with Shalisha K on Select.
On the line, I got a little freakiness inside, and you know that the math has got to do with it. I don't care what they say, not about to pay nobody's way, 'cause it's all about the dark in me. I wanna freak it try to think. I will be free until the day, until the dawn. We can all through the night to the early morn. Come on and I will take you around the hood on a gangster league. 'Cause we can anytime and take it's all good for me. I will be free until the day, until the dawn. We can all through the night to the early morn. Come on and I will take you around the hood on a gangster league. 'Cause we can anytime and take it's all good for me.
Off our Wednesday show. I am absolutely loving these 80s classics remakes. I mean, they're definitely making a comeback, aren't they? Lou London seems to be agreeing and saying he had to admit that was a good mix. I think that was for the first one that I played, Jocelyn Brown, The One. But the next song I had was followed by Biscuit. It's his new 2025 single, Freak, which in my opinion, I feel like it's like nothing short of magic. It's an absolute just amazing track, especially with that beat drop. It's gonna like light up every dance floor and also your cars or wherever you are right now. Let me know. I hope I'm giving you all the good vibes that you need for this Wednesday and enjoying that sunshine. Hit me up, don't forget, we've got Laura Toksvig in the studio joining us for the Artist Hot Seat later, talking all things music. And before we go over to this week's Big Mix, which is 30 minutes of non-stop goodness, which you do not want to miss, we are going to be looking at what is on the news today. And as you guys know, we love to plug all things Afro House with The Frequency. And, you know, I'm talking Afro House, Latin House, just every little bit of it. It's just such a perfect blend of deep house grooves layered with that Afro rhythm, that Latin flair, those soulful vocals, that rich percussion. It's just everything. As you can tell, I'm super passionate about Afro House. It's pretty hypnotic and it has been skyrocketing in popularity around the world. So for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be sharing my obsession with you guys. Expect bangers from Hugo, Amimi, Nolek, and a few Latin Afro gems as well that are guaranteed to set the vibe, especially with this beautiful sunshine that we're having. So I'm just going to set the scene real quick, as you know I love to do. Imagine yourself maybe in Tulum. I'm thinking beachside, at sunset, the warm breeze, I don't know, just blowing through the air, in your hair, whatever you like. Surrounded by some lush palm trees, the low hum of the jungle walking up behind you, a cocktail or mocktail, we don't judge here, in hand, and just feeling the sand between your toes. And then you've got your DJ, which preferably would be me, spooning those deep, soulful rhythms that help you connect straight to your soul. So that's right, we are going to be bringing all that energy and more with this 20-minute Afro House mix. You're locked into the frequency on Select Radio with Shalisha K. Let's get inspired, let's lose ourselves, let's move, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go.
Everybody wants to talk about the beauty of house music. But is it okay if I talk about the dirty side of house music for a minute? The early morning side of house music? The drum kicks, the deep and tribal rhythms, the tracks that make you want to rip your clothes right off. Everybody wants to talk about the beauty of house music. But is it okay if I talk about the dirty side of house music for a minute? The early morning side of house music, grinding it out with the hardcore numbers. The bass drops that make you want to tear your face off. The drum kicks, the deep and tribal rhythms. Sexy, soulful, dark melodies. The tracks that make you want to rip your clothes right off like a wild animal.
The underground, baby.
Shalisha K.
Baby, make your move. Step across the line. Touch me one more time. Come on, tell me. Baby, make your move. Step across the line. Touch me one more time. Come on, tell me. Baby, make your move. Step across the line. Touch me one more time. Come on, tell me. 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 Come on, tell me.
You call back.
For 20 minutes, full Afro house. I mean, I definitely could have squeezed in a bit more, but I definitely would have been taking up too much precious time for our dear old Laura, who has joined us in the studio. We are halfway through the first hour, and trust me, the fun is just getting started. Every single song I have played today will be on the track list on my Instagram page at Shalisha K, and also on the Frequencies page, thefrequency.fm. So please feel free to give us a DM if there was a particular track you was looking forward to. Definitely living for all of the fun reactions that we're getting from our TikTok family. Thank you so much for everyone joining us on there. But it is now time for us to ask Laura Toksvig to enter the artist hot seat. Come on in, my girl. So she's here looking beautiful as ever.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
You're so welcome. For those of you that don't know but might have seen Laura performing, she's performed in venues such as Fabric, Night Tales, Brixton Jam, as well as appeared in Manchester and festivals across Albania. She has quickly established herself as a rising talent in electronic music, which you guys will see why in her big mix. And literally, we're just so happy to have you on the Frequency. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you. A lovely intro.
I know, right? So let's start from the top. How did your DJ journey begin?
So my DJ journey's probably started, I'd say, at university, where I was just going out all the time, dragging my friends to house music events that they didn't want to be at. And then I ended up getting a pair of decks and just kind of messing around. And then I joined a DJ society as well, and just was like, I really wasn't taking it seriously though. And it wasn't until lockdown, when we all had so much time on our hands, where I was like, right, I'm actually gonna learn properly. So that was probably about 4-5 years ago now, which is crazy to say.
Love that.
And then I just started kind of posting little clips on my Instagram, really. It was like such like a hobby. And I wasn't enjoying my job at the time, so it was like such an escape. But yeah, that's kind of the beginning. I know, and that was kind of snowballed.
I feel like lockdown definitely was the start for people to kind of like discover themselves. So I'm so happy that you discovered DJing. Can you remember your first ever set? Like, how did it feel?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, my first set was at Night Tales, which was kind of crazy. And I remember I was like shaking so much. My hands were shaking so much that I literally like had to use 2 hands to like move the knobs. So I was so nervous.
Like it doesn't work.
I didn't even know what like half the effects did, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. But I loved it as well, and like from then it just was. I was like, yeah, I got such a bug for it. So
I absolutely love that. I mean, I can definitely relate with feeling like you're just gonna die. I remember I ran upstairs on my first set, and I literally was like shaking in the toilet.
Really?
Had to get a shot of tequila.
This is it. Tequila helps.
Tequila
for
takes
sure.
lives. I feel like
I agree. That's always on the right.
I feel like we should definitely get sponsored by tequila at this rate. Like the first time me and Laura met, we were having margaritas. Like that's how I knew this was meant to happen. So right. So who were your early inspirations when you were just getting into DJing?
So I'd say my early inspirations were, the kind of like 2016 like tech house era.
Yeah.
Kind of like your Josh Butler, your Huxley, even like your early John Summit. Like I loved his little tech house era. Those kind of artists like really kind of got me started. That's what I was mixing a lot of.
Yeah.
So it's kind of changed a little bit now. But I still love all that era of house music.
Get a little bit of love, do they?
Yeah, exactly. I do have a little guilty pleasure
in the archive.
Yeah, but no. I mean, Josh Butler is like one of my favourite producers anyway. So yeah.
Shout out to Josh Butler if you're hearing
listening.
this. You got a massive fan right here. Like, get her on a back-to-back. Well, I know when we were speaking off air, we were kind of relating a lot as women in music. You and I both know it's not always a level playing field when it comes to women, and it's not going to be us saying this to like, stroke our own, like, was it violins? Like, that's not the reason for me asking. But what has been some of the biggest challenges that you faced as, you're trying to navigate the scene as a woman in music?
So I've really found probably the biggest challenge for me is just kind of getting your voice heard in like a bit of a male dominated space. And I think with social media it's different because you control your own narrative. You can like put out what you want and, control like, how you engage with people. But in real life situations, I think that's when I find it difficult to just kind of, be taken seriously, voice my opinion, even putting yourself out there for gigs.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like for me, it's definitely something that I've been working on, just putting yourself out there. And I think for guys, it comes a lot more natural to them. Because for women, we've kind of been taught to be a bit more reserved, a bit more like in the background and everything. But I will say that through social media, I've met a lot of really great male DJs who've actually been really supportive as well, so that's really nice to see, and I think we're definitely like heading in the right direction.
I totally agree with that, and I really appreciate your candor when it comes to your personal experience. Do you feel like, as well, you kind of did touch on it with the fact that things have kind of changed a little bit, but where do you see the most progress? Is it more so like, I guess, male DJs are becoming a bit more aware that we have a little bit of a struggle to get our foot in the door? Like, what do you think is kind of helping us progress a little bit more?
I think just seeing like different initiatives, record labels crop up that are really like spotlighting these female artists. Like for example, even at my workplace, I work at a record label. We've got an initiative there called Elevate. And they're really focused on providing opportunities and hosting events for female non-binary talent. And there's also a record label called Not So Bad for a Girl, which is, they're great. They're doing amazing things for the scene. They're doing like all female lineups, and they're also calling out inequality in the industry, which I think is really important to kind of be vocal about it as well. And again, it's great when you see kind of like male DJs sharing that on their stories and being like in support of that. And I think
100%.
we need more of that for sure.
I feel like that is, I mean, it's amazing. There's so many initiatives out there, even some that I didn't know of. So education is a
Yes.
plus, 100%. And I think that's what it is. I feel like when we all see that there's like somewhere where we can improve, if we all kind of spotlight it and make a change, it just makes a change for the better, for all of us to kind of make it a bit easier for the upcoming generation that are trying to get into music, which I think is what it's all about, isn't it, really?
Yeah, completely agree.
I mean, we did joke about little stories that we had both experienced when we are going to our bookings or getting booked. Would you like to share one? I won't put you on the spot with the one you showed me, but go for it.
No, I mean, I feel like I've been fortunate in that I don't feel like I've experienced it like really badly, but the ones that I have is kind of when I've been like in the middle of DJing and I've had like guys come up and just start like putting the effects on for me almost, and I'm like, it's okay, like I can do the reverb, it's all good. And a couple of times I've been asked if I'm a groupie or the DJ's girlfriend when I'm waiting to DJ, and I'm like, I'm actually going on to DJ. But yeah, like I say, it's not been like, I haven't had loads of experiences like that, but it's definitely out there where I think some people can't help themselves and they're like, let me show you how to do it.
So I mean, as I said, we're always happy for a little bit of extra help, but yeah, I've had someone like that, or it's the comment that happens afterwards, they're like, you're actually quite good for a girl.
Not for a girl. God,
like they'll be like, I've literally, they'll be surprised. I've literally had other female DJs here before, but you're probably one of the best that we've had that, had a crack at this. And I'm like,
crack, like, thanks. It's the backhanded.
Yeah, it's not
comments,
just like a forward. You know what you did really good, just for like the fact that you actually made people stay on this dance floor.
Yeah, this is it.
This is the thing, we laugh about it because it is hilarious. It's not, and I do think some people don't actually know that they're doing it on purpose.
Exactly.
I don't think it's malicious. I just think they probably just are shocked that we are doing it quite good for once.
100%. And I think a lot of people are actually surprised to see female DJs sometimes. I was DJing the other night and it was a girl came up to me actually and she was like, oh, I love to see like female DJs. So yeah, I think that's part of it probably too as well.
I do love that. We love the positivity. So there's also something else that we kind of mentioned with the fact that sometimes we are put in the lineup kind of as a warm-up act.
Yeah.
Which is, we're happy to be on the lineup, but what do you think needs to shift in the industry for us to not have to be forced to put on our own events that we are given the headliners, or just having to be thankful to be given what we've got? Like, what do you think we need to do?
Yeah, I really think it's in the hands of the promoters and the bookers. They're kind of like the key holders to these lineups. So I think for them to be aware and conscious, and also like looking for the female talent that's out there, because it's out there. Like, there's some really amazing female DJs and producers making like some wicked music that deserve to have this platform and be on these lineups. So I definitely say that. And also I think even the DJs who are the headliners, if they just comment, like, reshare like their female like counterparts, I feel like everything like that just makes a difference. So you never know who might see it, or like the difference that could make them just kind of shouting out someone on their story, for example.
No, I agree. Definitely social media plays a massive part, and as I said, if we're all in it together, I think that's kind of like the main message that I'm getting from you. By everybody that chips in, that sees this, the easier it's not going to be an issue basically anymore. If we see it and we notice it, it's just like, okay, cool, maybe I should put her on further down line, or have maybe more than one just on there, just to stop making my lineup look.
Yeah, exactly. Like a box stick.
The woman's on there.
Exactly, fine. There's one woman on there, I swear.
It's like, we can keep it moving now. It's all good, guys. So on a more positive note, well, not that it wasn't positive, but a more positive and empowering way, what has been your proudest moment so far in your career?
Oh, it has to be DJing at Fabric.
Woo!
That's literally one of my favourite clubs.
Amazing.
And I just feel like I will never go for that.
I mean, I don't think you ever should.
No, it just was amazing. Like the whole set, the whole vibe of the night. I just love it, like the sound system. I just think it's a great club, and yeah, for sure. It's like pinned to top of my profile. I'm like, it's never.
Did you see Fabric? Yeah.
It might not happen again.
Excuse
No,
me,
joking.
positivity
Yeah, sorry,
only.
positivity.
Like,
Yes, it will.
It will definitely
It will.
happen again, babes. And hopefully I'll be there in the back.
Yes,
like,
exactly. We'll be doing little back to back.
yeah, and that too. That's me. I just want to dance.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, no,
I'm like,
come and do your
You're
job.
DJ too.
I'm like, am I? Really? I don't know.
Put the tequila down. Come DJ, right?
It's your turn to put the song on. I'm like, oh, you could do the next one. It's fine. That's always like my biggest like nightmare. Like maybe I'll be like just getting too carried away.
I know. That's literally always the struggle. You're like, oh wait, this is me.
This is me now.
Controlling the music. I can't just vibe.
This is probably why they started to give us a warm up.
Yeah, exactly.
We literally
We've
just
got some
defeated it
wisdom.
all.
We've just ruined everything we've just heard. Sorry.
Because they're like, choose us, but we could forget and the music could stop and we might not know. So, have you had any standout moments of support from either like other women or other like males that's helped you on your journey today?
Yeah, definitely. I think again through social media, like some of my biggest support has come from obviously like my close friends and family, which have been amazing, but also people that I've never met. Like I've met a girl through social media and she lives in LA and she's just been an amazing support. Like honestly, from when I posted one video mixing her track when I literally had like 2 followers and the video looked like it was filmed on a potato.
I'm deceived.
She's been supporting me like since then, which is
I
just
love
amazing.
that.
And then also through, like I said before, some male DJs. They've been amazing in helping me get gigs, doing back-to-backs with them, sending music to each other and everything. And just, yeah, I feel like I've been lucky that my experience has been really like genuinely quite positive with the other DJs I've met in the space.
I'm so happy. No, honestly, I think that's good because especially with the fact that people listening in, obviously this isn't just for women who want to get into music, it's also for the males. We love you too. What advice would you maybe give to someone new that is trying to get into music? Obviously, you know, everyone experiences different ways to be able to break into the industry, but how do you think your experience could help someone listening in?
I would just say practice every day, even if it's like 20 minutes. I know it can be hard to fit it in, but honestly, just at the start, that's what I was telling myself. I was like, just fit at least 20 minutes in. You always end up doing more. Even if it's just like searching for music, following people on Instagram. And I'd definitely say that as well. Like engage with people that you like your record labels, DJs, like, you know, follow, message, comment. You never know, like you might strike up a conversation or what it could lead to. And also just like, if you want to, like share your mixes, post things on social media, even if you don't think it's perfect, like you honestly never know where it can lead. So yeah, I'd definitely say just get up there.
Get out there. I love that. See? Positivity.
Yes.
This is amazing. Have you got any pre-gig rituals that you like to do when you're like prepping for a set or maybe, you know, getting out there?
What is my pre-gig? Do you know what? I honestly have like before I had a cup of tea and just like that settles my nerves.
Yeah, Laura came in and like the Select family had offered her a cup of tea and I was like, only she would do this.
Literally sweating from the sun and I was like,
sweating
yes,
from the
I would
sun
have
with a hot cuppa. She's like, this is amazing.
I was like, God, pouring with sweat, but I was like, this tea is just, you know, I can't say no to a tea, to be honest.
I
that's
nearly
really boring answer, but
no, but we have to think
honestly,
like, so you'll get comfortable, okay?
Get comfortable, exactly. Like I am a bit of a lightweight, so I don't like to be drunk or drinking too much before I have a set. You know, that's for, you know, during
after the set.
yeah, exactly.
When nobody can find you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I need to just like get into the mood first with my cup of tea. Wow.
There's
really
me, like, we're
the
definitely like
life.
Completely different ends of the spectrum. There's me like tequila, straight up, we're good. You're like, I'll be there with a tea.
I'm like, that's my pre-drink, and then we move on to the tequila.
I'll be like, hurry up, finish this tea.
Have your shot, okay?
Maybe you can make it like a a hot toddy.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
That would be like a
There
good
you go.
combination.
Yeah.
I've just solved lives.
I like a Bailey's hot chocolate, so you know.
You are such a cozy girl.
It's giving old woman actually, isn't it?
No, but notice how I phrased it.
Yeah. It's giving old woman.
You're so cozy.
Like you're so old.
I time.
Promise it'll be more fun if we did about
We're legit like the same age, and also you're very fun because we have gone out, and I absolutely loved every second. So don't worry, babes. So in terms of, you know, when you're DJing and when you're getting out there, are you more of a person to like plan your sets beforehand, or do you just like to throw caution to the wind and just be like, I'm there, I'm ready?
I try and plan as much as I can, but the thing is with me, I like this in my life as well, where I'll have a to-do list or I'll have a plan and it just goes out the window. And but I think that's the fun thing with DJing, is that I try and go off the crowd. Like if I see them vibing to a certain track, then I'll be like, right, I'm going to go with this. Yeah, rather than being, you know, strict and be like, I have to play this next track. I kind of just read the room, and I think that's like fun way of doing it. But
100%.
saying that, obviously spend time digging for music and putting.
Don't worry, we're not gonna like, you know, curse you out.
Police. The set police.
She doesn't plan her sets, so no.
I do, I swear.
I mean, if there's any consolation, I don't always plan my sets.
Do you not either?
No, because
I always find it interesting like how other people do it as well.
I'm a read the rumor, because I did a booking the other week in Mexico, and I didn't want to plan anything because I knew that people would come up to me for requests, which is as you should, you know, and the DJ booth was very accessible, so it's not like it's not like I could
Everyone's
say no. So I was like, sure. And so obviously, like, you realize that, you know, you might have a song that you really, really want to play because that is your favorite song, or you've actually like taken a time out to find it, and you're like, yeah, let's get this started. And then I don't know, the crowd wants something different, and it's like, thank goodness I can, you know, just mix on my toes and just like, sure, let's get this next genre in, because then nobody left the dance floor, and it was great. So I do find
a skill for sure. It's a skill, no, it is.
But I agree with you. I feel like sometimes you can't always like plan it from this to that, because you just don't know what sort of crowd you're going to get. Yeah,
exactly. This is it. I think you just always have to be ready that it might go a bit rogue.
It's like, as long as you can recover, it's fine.
Exactly.
So today's set, what can we kind of expect from today's set?
So today, I'd say it's kind of like groovy tech house vibes.
What would you describe that as? Because you did tell me this.
I know.
And I was like, I'm going to
really
put you on the pressure and ask.
It's kind of just like fun tech house. I know, high energy tech house, minimal vibes. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
I feel like I'm looking at you judgingly, but I'm not. I'm just trying to make sense of it, because I'm like, what?
I really wish I was better at like describing what I play.
You are amazing at describing this.
It's in that genre.
I feel like Select should hire you as the describer.
Maybe I'll play, and then afterwards we can all decide what that was.
I feel like that's what we're going to have to do. But is this the usual sound that people can expect from you? Are you trying something new today? Like what?
Yeah, I would say this is very like what I would play out and about, really. What I listen to all the time, what I've been listening to recently, really. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Yeah,
I love that. Well, are you ready to?
I am ready
to take it. I'm gonna play one more song, and then we are gonna get you on the decks.
Wicked.
Everybody who's been listening, this is Laura Toksvig. She is amazing. She's gonna be taking over the big mix at 6 o'clock on the dot. So please make sure that you guys are listening in. Everybody on TikTok, if you have been enjoying all of our jokes and living our best lives, we will be inviting her back for the second part of the interview. So if there's any questions that you guys would like to know, then please feel free to give us a little message or text in the text line, which is 07427 000 944, and we'll get that on for you. But yes, take a nice cozy seat.
Thank you.
Finish your tea if it's not cold. Another one. And we'll get you on for 6.
Like that.
mete a darse caña poseído por el mismo ragatanga. El DJ que lo conoce toca el himno de las 12 para Diego, la canción más deseada. Ir a bailar, ir a gozar, ir a cantar. Ir a bailar, ir a gozar, ir a cantar. Ir a bailar, ir a gozar, ir a cantar. Ir a bailar, ir a gozar, ir a cantar. De contrabando y los demás no cambian más y se mete a darse caña poseído por el mismo ragatanga. El DJ que lo conoce toca el himno de las 12 para Diego, la canción más deseada. Ir a bailar, ir a gozar, ir a cantar. Y ese
Shalisha K.